I'm Greg Chumley, Workflow Analyst at Caslon, reviewing the extended G7 calibration capabilities of Canon's PRISMAsync controller. In this second video, I'll take a look at PRISMAsync's embedded G7 grayscale calibration method. Your shop might support a considerable number of different media, and even with a fast calibration method, calibrating each and every one could take a long time. To help, PRISMAsync employs the concept of a media family. Media families are groups of media with similar color characteristics. In other words, a single G7 calibration will produce a beneficial effect for all the media contained within a G7 media family. This means that you only need to calibrate once per media family rather than for each separate media, which can result in a huge time savings. For our demo, we'll create a new media family called G7 coded with the G7 checkbox selected to inform PRISMAsync that these stocks will be used with the G7 calibration method. You'll notice that you can calibrate and specify different output profiles for normal, fine, and stochastic halftone screening. Now that I have a media family, I can add a new media. I go to the media menu, add a new media called G7 coded, and specify its size, basis weight, surface type, and the media family to which it belongs. Operators can also perform the same task defining new media directly on the operator panel at the imagePRESS. Media lists can sometimes grow very long, and you can use tricks like color coding labels in the media list to help locate them. In this case, we're going to use red for all the media in our G7 coded family. If I look at my new media, I'll see that the red does indeed make it stand out, and I'll also notice that there's a little symbol next to it. This color curve icon warns us that this media family is not yet calibrated. So now that we have a media family and some media in it, let's calibrate it. We'll start with the embedded G7 method. This next video clip is extracted from a PRISMAsync training video and shows the press control panel and scanning procedure. There is a button on the media family control panel dialog to calibrate the media family. Selecting it and clicking OK will print 8 pages of test patterns. Then your operator can follow the instructions on the screen to scan the test patches on each page using the spectrophotometer. It is important to note that this is completely contained in PRISMAsync and enables anyone, including a novice operator, to G7 calibrate a media family on a PRISMAsync-driven Canon digital press in about 5 minutes, which is just a little longer than this massively sped-up training video. When you're done scanning, your media family is G7 grayscale calibrated, and you can recycle the prints. That's it. No processing color curve files or importing tone reproduction curves. You're ready to print with consistent color quality. Now, there currently is no way for the embedded system to verify that it has brought the color curves back into spec, but really, why wouldn't it? But if you really want to know, you can use an external system like one of the ones described in the next video. The system does, however, indicate whether or not a media family is calibrated. For example, the G7 coded family is not calibrated, and when I edit it, the last calibration says not calibrated. On the other hand, my G7 media family was calibrated using the embedded G7 calibration method, and the output profile has been set to the calibration file, and the last calibration date has been set to the date and time of the calibration. I think the Canon really went about this the right way to successfully eliminate the 3 biggest barriers preventing printers from delivering consistent color quality: calibration time, personnel training, and cost, both in terms of systems and in training. Face it, it's easy enough for anyone to do and fast enough that they can do it on a frequent basis. The biggest challenge is that this only works on PRISMAsync connected to Canon production digital presses. I really like PRISMAsync for a lot of other reasons as well, and this just adds one more reason to select it as a controller in a Canon shop. However, many shops have presses from other vendors, which creates a training and management challenge. The ability to easily and quickly measure and apply G7 calibration to color digital presses is a very big deal, and is a compelling reason to consider selecting PRISMAsync as the controller for Canon production presses. The next video will cover how to integrate with external G7 grayscale and G7 color space workflows.